Welcome back, friends, and I have a review for you. I received this product complimentary for my review from Skeepers and the Huda Beauty family. So we're going to get into it. I received the Easy Blur Natural Airbrush Foundation, and this is by Huda Beauty. There is a link to the product down below. It says this is not a filter, but it is the Easy Blur Foundation. Is a weightless real life filter foundation that's ultra blurring and smoothing for an easy airbrush finish. It is medium to buildable coverage, foolproof, seamless, and an easy application. This is a liquid formula. It also, I'm trying to show you on the side here in the color I got, it is 1.5% niacinamide. So it has that in it. It is a serum-like foundation with the pore blurring silica for the most natural airbrush finish. So I have my primer on, which it does say to use a blurring primer or prime with their Easy Blur primer, and then apply the foundation, and then set it with the Easy Bake Loose setting powder or any baking powder that you would like for the ultimate airbrush finish. Of course, using their products is going to give you the ultimate airbrush finish. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this on. I think this is a little too light for me, but we're going to make it work. Okay, I got the color Baklava, Baklava. It is 340G. I feel like I could go up one more shade, but I can definitely make this work. So applying the foundation, Huda Beauty foundations normally have a fragrance. This one is not giving me any fragrance. Also, I don't think I needed as much as I put on. It does say medium to buildable coverage, but you guys can see here that this full coverage. Look at it, fully covering. My eyebrows are tattooed. I also have a face tattoo that is completely covered at this point. So I probably could have used a little bit less than what I used. I also feel like this foundation would go on seamlessly if you just used your hands. I love to apply foundation with my fingers. I feel like it warms up the foundation and rubs it in absolutely beautifully. I am going to try that with this foundation, but even with the brush, it is just going on flawlessly. It is blending in. My normal foundation routine is I get this really pressed into my face, and then I use a sponge to press it in some more. Okay, so you're going to see me do that. But this is the foundation, full coverage. I'm making sure that I get it down by the neckline since this shade is a little bit lighter than me, but our contour and powder will definitely take care of that. So here I'm going to get my sponge, and I'm going to move my makeup tray closer to me so I don't have to keep going out of frame. I'm going to get my sponge, and I'm going to do my normal routine of just pressing the foundation into my face. I'm also going to spray my face, which is something I do to set my foundation. So I'm keeping in with my normal foundation routine. There are 29 shades in this foundation. Thank you, Huda Beauty. One thing I don't like is having to buy 2 or 3 foundations to get my color. It is lightweight. It does feel very light. It is buildable, but ultra blurring. We see them eyebrows is not there, so it's blurred. But we're going to keep going. Easily blendable, easy to apply, seamlessly finish, and once again, 29 shades. So you should definitely be able to find your shade in this foundation. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face and allow that to set in a little bit. Now I'm going to go in and take the makeup off of my eyebrows so you guys can see. Look at this. This foundation covers, guys. If you like coverage, you are going to love this foundation. I'm in love with it already. Look at one eyebrow to the other one. Definitely has coverage. It definitely has coverage. I'm loving this so far. I have to give it a 10 out of 10 so far. I'm also going to take the makeup off of my face tattoo. Look at that. There I am taking the makeup off of the face tattoo. So you guys can see that if you are looking for coverage, you are going to get it. Letting this foundation settle in, letting the setting spray settle in so I can move on to my contour and highlight. Now I started not to highlight because this foundation is like a shade right next to the color I have the highlight with. But I decided to just go ahead and go in with my normal routine. Pressing the foundation in some more. I'm going to go in and put my contour, which will bring some darkness and some definition back to my face, since this shade, once again, is a little bit light. And then I am going to go ahead and highlight. I wasn't going to, but I am, just because I'm feeling myself and I am feeling this foundation. The size I received was a 1 fluid ounce size. And the 1 fluid ounce size is retailing for $37. And as I stated before, there are links down below. All the ingredients and everything is on their packaging. I will also have information down below of what they had on their website. Getting my contour put in here so I can bring some definition back to the face. And then I'm going to put in that highlight color. And I'm also going down below the neckline, and I'm going to go on my forehead only because, like I said, I need to bring some definition back to my face. I went for 340G, which is medium skin with a neutral golden undertone. So that is what I have here. I feel like I could have went for... So Dolce Leche is 350G. That was medium tan with a golden undertone. I feel like maybe I'm more... I probably could have did Toffee, which is 420G, and it's going to be tan skin with a golden undertone. I feel like I could have done Toffee or Gingerbread. Macchiato, peachy undertone, Toffee, golden undertone, or Gingerbread, which is a neutral undertone. So when I do a purchase, it's probably going to be 400G, 420G, or 430N, which is Gingerbread. That's where I think I'm going to be, which is 1 or 2 shades darker than where I am now. Looks like it's 2 shades darker than where I am now. I have started using a brush to do my under eye. I feel like my highlight blends a lot better with a brush versus the sponge. That's just me. I've tried it both ways, and I feel like with a very, very dense brush, the build is just flawless. And then afterwards, I will go in with a sponge to apply the powder. But to blend in the liquid, I'm just starting to prefer a brush over a sponge. All right, so I'm going to go in with my banana powder to really brighten this so that it can be seen over the foundation and over the contour. And this is me putting the powder, and I do put a lot of powder, and I put a lot of powder by my nose. I wear glasses, and I found that if I put a lot of powder by my nose and let it sit for a while, it keeps the indentation that your glasses make, it keeps it at a minimum. I still see the indentation by the end of the day, but not as deep as I used to, and it doesn't remove your makeup. So I do put a lot of powder right on the sides of my nose. And then I go do everything else to let that really sit for a minute before I brush it off. Sometimes I will spray my brush and put some more powder, but sometimes that messes up my application for some reason. So I'm not going to do it this time for the sake of the video. So I'm going to go in with my regular face powder, and I'm going to go all over except where I have the contour at. So all over the bottom, all over my top of my lips, my forehead. Gonna go all over there, and then I'll go in with a darker powder where I have the contour at, and then lastly I will go over my nose and dust that off. I do like a lot of powder. I am super oily, so I do like a lot of powder. For those of you who don't like a lot of powder, you don't have to do a lot of setting powder, but I do a lot of powder because it keeps me from having to blot so many times during the day. The way I prep and set my face, I may have to blot only once a day. So now I'm going to go in with the darker powder and do my cheekbones. Put a little bit of color down my nose. And I was not going to wear eyeshadow today, but I am going to put on just a little bit of eyeshadow on each eye. I should have did this before, but I am banging my brush against the eyeshadow palette so that I don't get any fallout on my face, because my face is done at this point. So I should have did the eyeshadow before, but all right, then we're going to go in and get some more of the powder. I'm going to do a blurring loose powder for a final set, just because we have the Easy Blur foundation. You know, we have the Easy Blur powder, we have the Easy Blur primer. So I'm going to do a loose powder, and then I'm going to spray my face. I'm getting some of the powder off of areas that I don't want powder to do a final set on. And then I'm going to spray my face. Really, really get the face wet. The last spray, I like to really get the face wet, and then I'm going to fan it. And then I'm going to show you guys the results, and I'm going to come back throughout the day. I do see the blur in this foundation. It is really, really nice. It is really nice. I can already see it, but I'm going to bring you guys for a close in throughout my day so y'all can see it. I'm going to tell y'all right now, and y'all know I'm not going to steer you wrong. This is already a purchase. This is already a purchase. You can actually use this as a concealer to conceal certain things and put another foundation over it. Like, I'm telling y'all, this is already a purchase. So let's get into the day. Hey guys, here I am at work. It is time for my lunch break. It is 12 o'clock. So my makeup has been on since, what time do I do my makeup in the morning? 7:15. It looks great. Everything looks great. As you can see, my pores are still kind of hidden. I will show you guys it when I get ready to get off. I do feel like this this foundation does blur your pores. As I stated in the beginning of the video, I did also use a poreless primer, which they also stated would work absolutely well with the foundation. It actually was suggested, but she cute, y'all. Look at her. I thought the foundation was going to be a little bit too light for me, but let me see. Even if I go over it in the light, it's not bad. It's not that light. I kind of darkened it up with the powder and with the bronzer, so it really does not look too light on me. It really is not that far from my complexion. Like I said, will get y'all a clip outside so you guys can see, but so far it's holding up well. I love that it blurs. It just makes my face look filtered. Like, I'm not using any filters in this video. I'm not using any filters, okay? And your girl is filtered. Okay, Huda Beauty, we're gonna go on with the rest of the day and see how this goes. Hey you guys, I am outside and look at this. Let me go in the sun. So yeah, it's not that far off at all. I thought the color was good. I could go maybe one shade darker. I am purchasing this foundation. I'm gonna already tell y'all that I'm purchasing this foundation just for the blurring effect. I'm gonna go one shade darker in purchasing this foundation, but as I stated before, I'm not using a filter for the recording of this video. This is some nice foundation, okay? And as you can tell, when I put it on, it was full coverage foundation. Medium to full is what they stated in the claim. So let's go on with the rest of our day. Well guys, it is actually 5:58. I am off work and already at the next event, and as you can see, Your girl is still flawless. And your girl is still filtered. Okay, I'm still blurred. Okay, excuse my lips. I've been biting them and I need to stop. I'm getting ready to put my lip gloss on. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, this Huda Beauty Blurring Foundation, y'all need to check it out. Like, you need to seriously check it out. I have worked all day and I am at another event, and as you can see, I haven't even touched up yet. I need to do my lip gloss, I need to block my face, but I probably don't even really need to block my face. Everything is still intact and looking flawless. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And if I did not say it before, I do want to say it again. What I like about this foundation is I have not had a fragrance. I have tried Huda Beauty before, and most of their foundations have a fragrance. This one does not have a fragrance. It goes on smoothly. I actually don't even feel like I need as much as what I put on. I mean, I do like a full coverage foundation, but I probably did not even need to use as much as I put on. But yes, I'm going to my next event that doesn't end till 8 o'clock tonight with this face. Huda Beauty, thank you so much. You definitely have a customer for life. If you guys have any questions or comments, put them down below. All the links to the product, everything is down below. Make sure you go and follow their social medias. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.